Hello everyone, welcome to Theme Grill. In this video, we'll be creating the ultimate WordPress contact form. Using conditional fields, this form will adapt to user input. Not just that, it can also send out email notifications based on the user input. And I guess you don't even have to worry about the aesthetics. We'll make sure that the form matches your website aesthetic as well. We'll be customizing it. And finally, we'll connect it to Google Sheets to log all of our form entries into a sheet. So I'll be taking you through the entire process step by step. Before we get started, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter. That's super important. And I suppose, let's get started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are within the computer screen. Now let's get started with building our ultimate WordPress contact form. One thing that I need to say is, don't mind my voice, I'm just a little bit under the weather. Anyways, before the video starts, I must let you know that you're going to require the premium version of the Everest Forms plugin, the Everest Forms Pro. It is a standard checkout process. You can check out their pricing page, links down in the description below. Anyways, here we are within our WordPress admin area. Here I have the Everest Forms and the Everest Forms Pro plugin installed, activated, their license key is activated as well, and I can enable their add-ons. So if I go in here, a few different add-ons that we're going to need for this video is going to be the style customizer add-on. Simply go ahead and enable it. And after that, if we scroll down here, then we'll see the Google Sheets integration. So let's go ahead and let's enable that as well. Here it is. Just go ahead and enable it. There's a lot of other add-ons and integrations as well, so you can check it out. But yeah, for this video we're going to need these two, and the other things we'll find them within our form builder. So let's go ahead within our all forms menu, or you can directly click on add new and you can get started creating a new WordPress form. Okay, from in here you can either choose one of their templates or you can start from scratch. There's a lot of templates that you can choose from depending on your need. Anyways, for this video I'm going to be creating one from scratch. Let's get started and let's give it a name, Ultimate WordPress Form. Continue. Okay, so here we are within our form builder area. It's looking a little bit empty, but let's go ahead and let's fill up this form with some of our form fields here. So first of all, whenever you're creating a form for whatever purpose, generally you would want to ask people for their name. So I've dragged and dropped this first name field right here. I'm going to change its label. Once I've dragged a form within my form builder, I can simply click on that field and I'll be able to access its field options in here, and I can change its label. I'm just going to type in name here, and I want to make this field required. Right, let's go ahead back in our all fields menu and let's get a different field in here, an email field, so that I can collect their emails. All right, this field is required by default. Email is the label, totally fine. And besides email, I think it's important we get their phone numbers as well. So let me search for the phone field here, drag and drop it into my form. Let's click on the field, the label set to phone, totally fine. Let's make this field required as well and make sure the format is set to smart. I'll show you what this does in just a bit. Okay, so now the idea for this form is for it to work as an all-rounder form for technical errors, for sales queries, and as well as payment issues. So what we'll do here is we'll drag a multiple choice field and let's click on this, after which we'll access its field options. And from in here, I'm going to change the label to what do you want help with. Now the first choice, I'm going to choose technical options or technical errors. The second one is going to be learn more about the products. And finally, the third choice is going to be payment issues. All right, these are the three different areas I want this form to cover. Okay, it seems I just typed errors. Errors, okay. So whether a user is reaching out for technical errors, whether the user wants to learn more about the products, or the payment issues, their needs are going to be a little bit different, right? So depending on that, we're going to be showing or hiding fields in here. So let's do one thing. Let's add a new row. Now keep this mental note within your mind. This row is going to be for our technical errors, right? So in here, what I'll do is I'll add a drop down and I'll change its label to choose the product you are having issues with, and a colon, right? And we'll go ahead and we'll add our products in here. I'm just gonna add Blaster 1000, Blaster 2000, and finally Blaster 3000. All right, these are two of our products. Now, why did I type in Blaster? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. All right, that's just the first thing that came to my mind. Anyways, here users are going to choose which product they're having their technical errors with, right? That's the idea here. Now, suppose we want users to explain more about their issue. Then in that case, what we'll do is we'll get the paragraph text field and we'll simply drag and drop it here, where they'll be able to write out what their issue is, right? Explain your error in detail. Let's make this field required as well, because why not? And obviously we need to make this choose your product field required too, so we're going to make this required. And if you don't know what required means, it basically means a user has to fill out this form before submitting it, else the form will not be submitted. So yeah, that's the idea here. And also, since we're talking about technical errors, stuff like your product's warranty, those kind of things matter. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop this date/time field, and in here I'm going to ask the user, when did you purchase the product? And the format, I'm just going to leave it as date. The style is going to be a picker. There's like a picker and a drop down. Picker is what I like. You can choose between the two. It's totally up to you. This field, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Let's now make it required. Totally fine. Let's go ahead, let's save it, and let's preview what the form is looking like. Okay, so this is what our form is looking like currently. Now we only want these three fields to be showing up if the user is selecting technical errors, so that is something we need to keep in mind. Totally cool. Okay, now let's jump into the conditional part of things. As I said, we only want these three fields to be showing if the user has selected technical errors. In that case, what we can do is we can select this entire row, and we have this row setting right here. You can simply click on the row setting and you can enable conditional logic, and you can set up a conditional rule so that this row is only shown if the following condition is matched. If our field, when did you purchase the product, oh wait, no, that's not a field, what do you want help with field is selected to technical errors, then and only then this row will be shown, else it's going to be hidden. And let me show you what that's going to look like. If I preview this, there it is. The thing is totally hidden, right? If I select anything else, it's not going to work. If I select technical errors, then this is going to work. Totally cool. Now let's go ahead and let's add two other rows for our other queries, like sales queries and payment issue queries. So let's go ahead and let's add a different row in here. Now again, keep a mental note, this one's going to be for your sales queries or learn more about the products. Now once again in here, we're going to get the drop down field, but actually you can also duplicate the fields. So let me go ahead and let me just duplicate this, choose the product you're having issues with field, and let me just drag and drop it within this row. This is a separate row, as I said before. And let me go ahead and let me change its label and choose the product you want to learn more about. Alright, totally cool. Last are 1000, 2000, 3000, whichever one they want to learn about, they'll select that product, right? And also let's add a paragraph text in here once again. And let me change its label to, if you have any specific questions, let us know. And let me capitalize this, not too professional. Okay, there it is. Now in here you can also give it a description, like, our team will reach out to you soon on your given phone number. We'll also send out an additional info on the product, whatever. You can just give a description, and the description is going to show up something like this. So I'm just showing you the feature, right? And obviously, just like before, we need to make this field required as well, I suppose. Okay, so this field is required. If you want to make this field required, you can make it required, right? Totally cool. And now for this row as well, we only want this row to be shown when this field, what do you want help with, is selected to learn more about the products. So show the field only if the following matches, and the following is, what do you want help with, is selected to learn more about the products. Save. And again, let me preview this to you. Technical errors, I'm shown these set of fields. Learn more about the products, I'm shown these set of fields. Totally cool. Now let's go ahead and let's add our final row in here. And in this final row, we're going to be adding fields relating to payment issues. So for that, something that we're going to need is to probably ask people about their order number. And by the way, you can use a whole bunch of fields in here. Like you can see, there's a lot of different fields. There's country fields, range slider. You also have a color picker field. Like if you're creating something really niche, then you've got your color picker fields, dividers, addresses. Like there's many things. All right, you can also give out coupons if you want to collect payments. This form has it covered. Anyways, coming back to our topic, let's go ahead, let's get a single line text in here, and let's ask people for their order number. Yep, that was a plane in the background. Anyways, let's ask people for their order number. I'm going to change the label here to please give us your order number. That's not how you type order. Okay, please give us your order number. And let's give there a colon, and let's make this field required as well. Okay, in here, I guess let's ask people whether or not the payment has gone through, whether or not the amount has been deducted from their statement. I think that's one thing we can do. For that, let's get the radio field in here, or I think it's called multiple choice. Yep, it's called multiple choice. Let's go ahead, drag and drop it. Has the money been deducted from your account? The first choice is going to be yes. The second choice is going to be no. The third choice is going to be I don't know. Why not? You know what? We're going to give that option as well. If you want to remove this, you can easily just remove it, and you can add as many options as you want. You know what? We're just going to keep yes and no for now. Let's keep this professional, right? Let's go ahead. Let's save this as well. And oh, also, I think if someone's dealing with payments, it's going to be very important for them to, upload some sort of payment screenshot. So for that, you also got image upload field in here. You can simply drag and drop it. Or if you want to receive like PDF files, then you can also use this file upload field. Anyone works. Let's select the file upload field. And let's not make it required. We're just gonna say payment screenshot, and that should do. Right, so we're just gonna save this. Actually, even before we save it, let's make it so we enable conditional logic on this row, and we're gonna make sure this row is only shown if the field, what you want help with, is selected to payment issues. Save it. Well, let's preview. And yeah, if I select technical errors, I'm shown these fields. If I select to learn more about the products, I'm shown these. If I select payment issues, then I'm shown these. Awesome. Okay, so right now our form is totally complete and the form is usable. So let me show you how you would use your form. Let's go ahead within our pages. So I have this contact us page right here. Let me go ahead and edit it. Now I already have this shortcode field in here as well, and yeah, you can use the shortcode. You can simply paste in the shortcode of your newly created form, and if you don't know where to get your shortcode, you can simply go back within your form builder area, and this right here is your shortcode. You can simply copy it. If you want to use a Gutenberg block, you have this Everest Forms block right here. You can simply drag and drop it and you can choose the form that you just created, but the shortcode works just fine as well. So let's go ahead, let's see what our page is looking like. Bam, this right here is our form. All right, we've got our technical errors in here. You can learn more about the products and your payment issues. Looks pretty good. Okay, now we still need to make this form a little bit more pretty, which we'll do that. Don't even worry about it. But even before we do that, let's go ahead and let's set up our email notifications now. So right now, whenever anyone fills out this form, let me just fake fill it for now. And we'll just type in something here and we're just going to submit it. And there it is. Our form has been submitted, right? Now, if I go back within my WordPress admin area and if I go within entries right here, you can see we have this one entry, Zenaida Wilkerson, and this is the one that I just filled out. You can simply view your entries in here. Now, whenever you get these sort of entries, right, you have the option to send out an email to yourself and also to your users once they have filled out the form. Now, by default, the form that we just created, if I click on edit here, and if I go within my settings and email, you can see there is an admin notification already created. So if I open MailPit here and if I check my admin inbox, then you can see there is a mail here, and this is the mail that has been sent out to the admin notifying them of a new form entry, right? So now we can set up something similar for our users, and we're going to be setting up 3 different email notifications for 3 different use cases, since this form has 3 different sorts of queries: technical errors, sales queries, and payment issues. So yeah, we're going to be setting up 3 different email types. So first one is going to be your technical error email. Just gonna click OK here. Okay, so here within our technical error email, first of all, let's go ahead and let's change out the to address. We want this email to be sent to the user that has filled out the form or that is filling out the form. Anyways, to get the email of the user and send this email template to that user, we're gonna click on this button right here. This right here is the smart tag button. You can simply click on it and you can map a field in here. Choose the email field that is within your form, and this email template will be sent to that email. And here you can give out your from name as well. Suppose here I'm going to say Zamkai Products, because why not? The from email address is set to the admin email. If you want to change this, you can. Make sure you have SMTP set up. Like a lot of people that are setting up emails within their WordPress website don't know what SMTP is, and they haven't set up SMTP and they're worrying about their email delivery. Just don't be that person, okay? Make sure you have your SMTP set up. Anyways, now let's go ahead and let's give our email a subject. I'm simply going to copy paste this thing I already have. Your technical issues support request, Zamkai Interiors. And I also have a email message in here. Now you might be wondering what this is. This is all fields smart tag, and it basically displays all the form fields that the user has filled out. If you checked out this admin email right here, then you can see all these fields have been shown here, like all of them have been displayed. The information that the user has filled out is also displayed in here, and this is basically what all fields does. I'm simply going to paste in my email message right here. Let me expand this a little bit. It basically says, hey, thank you for reaching out regarding the technical issues you're facing with our product. Our team will reach out to you soon. For the time being, you can check out the information that you filled out into the form, and it's just going to render all the information down below, right? This is it. Let's go ahead and let's save this. Now let's add a different email notification. Now this one is going to be for our product inquiry email. Okay. Now, just like before, this email is sent to our user, so let's go ahead and let's map our email field in here. After that, let's change our from name to Zamkai Products. I'm pretty sure that's what I wrote down. Right, our email subject, let's go ahead and let's change that. Now this is going to be something that needs to be proper with our product inquiry, so let's go ahead and let's paste in your product inquiry request, Zamkai Interiors. Now for this email message, let's go ahead and let's make it a little bit more personal. We're going to say first, hey, thank you for reaching out. Really appreciate you wanting to learn more about our product. And let's give a colon in here. and let's pull the information that the user would have to fill out. So if I click on the smart tag button once again and I choose the product you want to learn more about, they basically choose the product that they're wanting to learn more about inside the form. So we'll basically pull that information and we'll preview it here. Thank you for reaching out. Really appreciate you wanting to learn more about our product Blaster 1000 if they selected that, right? So this is going to be a little bit more personal, I suppose. If you want to make it more personal, you can simply say hey, and you can get their name from in here. Simply select the name field and copy, paste the smart tag right there, and this will pull in their name. Now the other ways to use it would be to say something like, our team will reach out to you to your given phone number, and again use the smart tag phone, right? And in the meanwhile, here are a few different videos that you can watch about our product, and you can just paste in your video links to your products. And yeah, I think that'll do just fine. And let me remove this. There it is. Right, this is your second email template. And finally, let's go ahead and let's create our third email. This one is going to be for our payment issues. Payment issues email. Okay, just like before, let's map this so that this email is sent to the user. Okay, there's my subject, your payment issue support request, Zamka Interiors. And here is the email message. Thank you for reaching out regarding the payment issue you're facing, blah, 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 whatever. Let's just go ahead and let's save it. Now, these are all the email notifications we have, and guess what? There's one thing we haven't done, and that is we haven't set up a condition for these email notifications to be sent. So just like before, we're going to set up conditions here. Our technical error email will only be sent out if the user is reaching out for technical errors, right? So in that case, go ahead and enable conditional logic in here, and let's set up a condition so that this email is only sent if the field what do you want help with is selected to technical errors, right? Go ahead, save it. Do the same for all the other emails that you've created. Simply enable conditional logic in here and send only if the field what do you want help with is selected to learn more about the products. And finally, the third one, payment issues email, enable conditional logic, send only if what do you want help with is selected to payment issues, save it. Now let me go ahead, let me show you what that's gonna look like. Actually, I'm just gonna show it to you in the front end. Okay, so this right here is our form. Let me go ahead, let me fake fill it out once again. All right, there it is. So currently I've selected learn more about the products, and if I click on submit here, there it is. Our form has been submitted. If I go back within my backend, go inside entries, you can see Zane Fisher. We have this entry, and if I view it, then you can see that the user wants to learn more about the products, right? So if I go back within my emails, if I go back, you can see this right here is the admin email notification, right? So, XYZ person has filled out the form. That's all there is. Totally cool. And now this one is your product inquiry request. And this one right here is the email that's sent to your customer or to the person that is filling out the form, your product inquiry request. And it basically says, hey, Zane Fisher. We've got their name, right? This is more personal. Thank you for reaching out. Really appreciate you wanting to learn more about our product, Blaster 2000. Our team will reach out to your given phone number, and this is their phone number. In the meanwhile, you can check out these videos, right? You can see this is very personal. Very good. Now let me go ahead and let me show you this once again. If I were to suppose select something else here, like technical errors this time. And let me select this. If I click on submit, go back, check my email, and this is the email that's sent to your user, your technical issues support request. Now if I click on this, then you can see. Thank you for reaching out regarding the technical issues you're facing with our product. Our team will reach out to you soon. In the meanwhile, you can check out the information that you filled out, and they can check out their information, right? Awesome stuff, I know. So that's how it works. We've set up our conditional emails as well. Now let me show you how you can work on this form, make it a little bit more pretty, because currently it looks just a little bit bland. So to do that, let's go back ahead within our all forms menu, and this is right here is our form that we just created. Don't mind these two forms. These are the forms I created for a previous video. Just ignore them. Let's click on edit here, and when you click on edit within your form builder, you'll see this form designer menu right here, this little floating circle. So you can simply click on it, and this will open up the form customizer. Now from in here, you can improve whatever you want to about your form. Now one thing that I really like to do is use the color palette feature, and go ahead, select some of the color palettes. Now this color palette right here, it really matches my website's vibe. Okay, now I definitely did not create this form to match this color palette. That did not happen, okay? I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, you can simply select your color palettes in here, whichever one you like, or you can customize one. So from in here, you can select the form background color. You can change it to something different if you want to. I'm just gonna clear it out for now. You can do the same for your field background, your field label, sub-label, button text, button background, and you can simply choose the colors that you like, match it to your website, whatever color codes you're using, and that will do you just fine. But for now, let me just reload the page. I'm totally fine with the earthly earthly warm. What was it? Yeah, earthly warm color that we have here. I'm simply going to be using this. I'm totally fine with that. Let me go ahead and let me save this. Now, once you've done this, there is a few different apparent changes that we need to make, and that is going to be adding some padding in here. Besides that, our form fields, they look totally fine, so I'm not even worried about those. But if you want to, you can make changes to them. Let's go here within general. You can make changes to your font if you want to. You can, either use the theme font, or you can turn this off and you can select a font that you like of your own. So for now, I'm just going to leave it to use theme font. Totally cool. Now here you can make changes to the form container, right? Let's give it a radius maybe of 12. So yeah, we have rounded edges now. And if I want padding, I'm just going to give like 10. Actually, let's give like 20 pattern. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go ahead, let's save it. Now, if you want to make more changes, like, you've got your field styles. If you want to change the styles of the fields to something else, I think inset looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks kind of, I don't know. It looks kind of like 3D-ish, so I really like inset. There's a lot of other styles that you can use. And also, that's not it. Besides, being able to change your file upload styles button, typography, you also have style templates. If I can click on change here, and you can see there's like many different templates that you can use here. You can simply choose whichever one you like. For now, I really like the look of this, right? This really matches with my site, so I'm gonna leave it as it is. Totally cool for me. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Let's go ahead, let's save it, and let's view. This is what it looks like. Totally cool. I really like it. Okay, matches the vibe. Now, of course, I must say this. I'm not a designer. No, sir. So yeah, do your thing, customize it however you would want to. I'm not a designer. I mean, I did this, so I'm pretty sure you should be able to do something similar as well. So there it is. Now that we're done with this, there's one more thing remaining, and that is to connect our form to Google Sheets. Okay, so now if you're not interested, if you don't want to connect your form to Google Sheets, that's totally up to you. But if you want to, then this is how you would do something like that. This one is going to be a little bit more technical, but hey, don't worry about it. I'm gonna simplify it for you, and yeah, it's gonna be super easy. But anyways, even before we get started, make sure you have a Google Sheet ready. Like, just create a sheet within your Google Drive, and yeah, you can create a table within. And yeah, creating a table is really simple. You can simply, write all the fields that you need. Like, here I have these fields corresponding to whatever form fields I have, like name, email, phone, inquiry type, product, and user message. Now this one, I wanted this one to be focused on the sales queries. So yeah, learn more about the products. These are the only ones I want to list within this Google Sheet. So yeah, that's why I've created this table. And yeah, creating tables is really easy. If you don't know how to create a table within Google Sheets, super simple. You can Google it. You can simply, write down your data. You can select them, and you can go within format, and you can simply convert those to a table. You'll have your table options as well. Totally cool. Anyways, just make sure you have a Google Sheets ready with a table. And now let's go back within our WordPress dashboard, and from in here, go within Everest Forms, add-ons, and simply scroll down until you find Google Sheets integration. I'm pretty sure I told you to enable this before, so totally forget about it. But anyways, you have this gear icon right here next to Google Sheets. So as soon as you click on the gear icon, this is what you'll see: authenticate Google Sheets. And here you're gonna need your Google Client ID and your Google Client Secret. Now, as soon as you see this, you might get a little bit afraid, like, what is Client ID, what's Client Secret? Don't worry about it, it's really simple. Just follow my steps and it's gonna work just fine. First of all, let's go over to console.cloud.google.com, and that's not how you type cloud. console.cloud.google.com. Make sure you're logged in with the proper account, and once that is done, you can simply click on this button right here. If you have never created any Google Cloud projects before, then I'm pretty sure it's going to be empty for you. Just click right here, and what you can do is you can create a new project. I'm going to name this project EVF Test. Let's go ahead, let's click on create. And don't worry, this is totally free. So there it is, our project has been created. Let's click on select project here, and our project is going to be selected. So there it is, we're currently on the EVF test project. So once your project has been created, and once you see your project here, simply click on this Google Cloud icon once, and you'll see this sort of screen right here. You can simply click on APIs and services from in here. And once you're in here, you're gonna have to enable a certain API, and the API that we're enabling is going to be Google Sheets API. So simply type in Sheets and search for it, and you'll see Google Sheets API. Simply go ahead and enable it. So there it is. Once the API has been enabled, you can simply go within OAuth consent screen, and from in here you can simply click on get started and give your app a name, EVF test. I'm going to name it the same thing as before. And in here within user support email, just select the email that you use to create this project. And once you've selected that, simply click on next, and in here select your audience type as external. Once that's done, click on next once again. Contact information, the same email that you've been using. Simply type it out and click on next. Once that's done, simply check this checkbox, I agree to the Google API services, click on continue and click on create. And what am I doing exactly? You don't have to worry about it, okay? There's like many different things you gotta create. Currently, we're setting up an OAuth client. Let's go ahead, let's click on create OAuth client in here. An application type is going to be a web application. Just name it web client 1, totally fine. JavaScript origins and redirect, authorized redirect URL. You just need to place in your authorized redirect URL as your website URL or your domain name with the HTTPS. So simply click on add URL and paste that thing in there. Click on create. And there it is. Here we have our client ID. So simply copy this, go back within your WordPress admin area and paste in your client ID. Now let's get our secret. To get your secret, as soon as you copy your ID, you'll be greeted with something like this. So you can simply click on web client 1 and you'll get your client secret from right here. Simply copy your secret as well and paste it in here. And click on authenticate with Google account. And here, select the account. Once you get a pop-up like this, select the account that you used to create this this entire thing. And I have ran into an error and I can easily fix this. So once that happens, don't worry about it. Simply refresh this page and then back to your cloud platform. Again, go within APIs and services, totally cool. Go within OAuth consent screen. And once you're in here, you'll see this odd tab right here called audience. You can simply scroll down and click on add users and simply add your email as the test user. Click on enter and save it. And you should see your user right here. And once that is done, let's go back again. So once you've added your user email as the audience, you can simply come back in and you can once again fill out your client ID and your secret. I'm really sorry for the hiccup, by the way. You can simply click on authenticate. Select the account within this pop-up and then it says it will say Google hasn't verified this app. Totally cool. You can simply click on continue and you can simply click on continue once again and you'll see this token right here. Simply go ahead, copy this token and paste it within this field, enter the Google access code and click on verify. There it is. Your Google Sheets has been authenticated via your Google account. So once that's done, let's go back to our forms menu here. And from in here, let's edit our form. Let's go within integrations. And let's connect our spreadsheet to our form. I'm just going to type in test here because I can. Now from in here, it's going to ask you to connect your spreadsheet and it's going to ask you for your Google spreadsheet ID, which is really nothing. It's just this string of text right after Google docs.google.com/spreadsheets/d/ and this thing right here. Simply copy this ID, go in, paste it, and you can name it as EVF form export. And click on connect to Google spreadsheet. Once that's done, here you can see your form has been connected to your spreadsheet and all the information that you have within your spreadsheet is pulled in here. Like all the list fields are in here and you can map these fields now. Here we have selected this sheet 1, which is the sheet I'm in currently. And this is the table with name, email, phone, inquiry, product, and user message. And you'll be able to view exactly those fields in here. Now you can just simply start mapping them. Map the name field with the name field, or the name table or the list field with the form field. Do the same with the email, same with the phone. And just like I said before, this sheet is only for the people that are reaching out for the sales queries. I'm only going to be selecting the form fields for the sales queries in here, so I'm just letting you know. Let's click on what do you want help with. Let's select the product. Choose the product you want to learn more about. This is the sales query form field and the user message. If you have any specific questions, let us know. All right, that is it. Let's go ahead. Let's click on save, I suppose. Actually, you got to use conditional logic in here as well. You got to make sure that this integration only sends out all this info if the form field, what do you want help with, is selected to learn more about the products. Save it. So now let's go ahead, let's preview our form. And I always forget this. Let's do this within the front end. I'm gonna fill it out as well. Let's fill it out, Sid. Let's fill out my email, test@sid.com, my phone number, 87654321009, because why not? And no, this is not what I meant. Anyways, let's go ahead, let's select learn more about the products, Blaster 3000, and I'm just gonna fill out a random information in here. I want to know more, because why not? And apparently the number is not valid. All right, there it is. I want to know more. Let's click on submit. Bada bing, bada boom. Once the form has been submitted, if I check my Google Sheets, you can see test@sid.com, learn more about the products, Blaster 3000, and this is my message right here. I want to know more, and yeah, that's how it works. And if I selected something else, then it would not be logged into the sheet. And by the way, if you want to connect like multiple different sheets in here, you can simply click on connect new spreadsheet and you can connect multiple different sheets. So totally cool. That's how it's gonna work. And I suppose that's about it for this video. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comments below. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. I'm Sid, and I'll see you whenever I'll see you. Take care.